From the mangrove, the noob heads directly to the swamp. He is hoping to find slime. When slime is killed, it drops slime balls, which are very useful for many things. One can make leads with them, as well as sticky pistons, flying contraptions, and other redstone contraptions. He sees frogs. In the distance, there is a herd of creepers. He turns away from them so he can keep sufficient distance between himself and the creepers such that he is not pursued. Some undead, hostile mobs attack the noob, but the armor does its job, and the noob is able to stay alive and attack them. And then he sees what he was looking for, a slime. Unfortunately, there is also a creeper, so the noob waits in the distance, hoping that the slime sees it. The slime will pursue the noob if he sees him. He does. The noob attacks the slime. A large slime will break down into smaller and smaller slime mobs until eventually those two die before dropping the slime balls. Once the slime balls are collected, the noob carries on over land, looking for water to place his boat on. Boat exploration is generally safer, as hostile mobs on the land cannot easily attack the noob. Eventually, he finds water. It is dark. He needs to find a safe place to sleep. But what luck! A village presents itself to the noob on the shoreline. The noob immediately heads for the village. This is where the noob will find villagers. Villagers can take on professions which the noob can interact with and trade with. But the noob doesn't have anything to trade yet. He takes note of the coordinates of the village and settles into an unoccupied home to sleep. Even more importantly, the noob has sighted a jungle, another biome on his checklist. He immediately goes towards the jungle to collect jungle saplings. He passes a few villages along the way. He breaks the jungle leaves and is successful to obtain jungle saplings. Next on his list is bamboo. He can use the bamboo to make scaffolding, sticks, and bamboo wood. He cuts one bamboo down. He really only needs one to grow more, as they grow very quickly. He returns to the water in pursuit of the next biomes on his list. He passes the village and says goodbye to the villagers. What luck! He finds a flower biome. Flower biomes are very special because they are home to unique varieties of flowers. The various flowers are renewable, as each grass block in a flower biome will always yield the same flower when bone mealed. If you find a block that yields a red tulip, it will always yield red tulip as often as it is bone mealed. Besides being beautiful decoration, flowers can be used to make different colored dyes, which can be added to wool, concrete, and other blocks. The challenge now for the noob is space. His personal inventory is full, so he makes a crafting table, and with it, he makes a boat with a chest. This will double the capacity of what he can take with him. The noob will need plenty of extra space for the flowers he wishes to collect. He will want at least one of each 2-high flower type and a few of every flower. There are 2 ways to access the chest in the boat, either by sneaking and right-clicking on the boat, or by getting in the boat and pressing E. On the small island, the noob starts with the pink and white tulips. He leaves the island and goes to the main part of the flower biome, where he is greeted by a zombie who is protecting himself by standing in the shade. Once he sees the noob, he leaves the safety of the shade to attack the noob. Unfortunately, he immediately begins to catch fire, making it easy for the noob to kill it. On this island, he sees orange and red tulips and collects some. There are also many bees in a flower biome, as bees' nests are more likely to generate in a tree when there is a flower 1 to 2 blocks from the tree. The noob sees the first of the 2 high flowers, rose bushes and lilac. He collects allium and azure bleuet. Because the noob is holding flowers in his hand, bees begin to follow him everywhere he goes, in the same way that sheep and cows followed the noob when he held wheat. The noob finds more too-high flowers and collects lilac and peony. He then sees daisies and immediately goes to collect some of those as well. Once at the daisies, the noob sights cornflowers, which are not unique to flower biomes, but are significant because cornflowers are often close to lily of the valley, which is the rarest of the flower types. He collects a few of those as well. He has now obtained all the flower types from the flower biome and wishes to collect the last of the 2 high flowers for his collection. The sunflower. The noob collects a few of those as well. His flower collection is now complete. He takes note of the coordinates so he can return later for more. As the noob has left his bed at the village, he returns to his base, crafts a new bed, sleeps, and then stores all the resources he has collected. But there is still one wood type which the noob needs very much: spruce. He returns to the water in search of a spruce forest and finds one. He immediately collects some wood and saplings so he can grow more spruce back at his base. He is able to get a few saplings and then returns to his boat. In all, it has been a good exploration for the noob. He has obtained the saplings for the tree types he wanted most, and was even able to obtain slime and flowers. With the resources he has collected, the noob can now turn his thoughts to building a base, a small building that he can call home. The noob has made good use of the dirt hut, but it is time for the noob to make a proper home for himself. Join the noob at Noob-Friendly. Collect resources and make your own home.
Is it left or right?
On the right,
Cool.
I meant left, sorry.
Oh boy.